A helpful feature in many of the periodical databases is the citation button. In EBSCO databases, you can get to the citation button either on the PDF screen or on the records screen. In both of these situations, you'll get the basics of an APA citation, which you can copy into your document. However, you will still want to check the citation for any errors. To look for errors, it's helpful to have the APA manual. We also have the APA guide in the library's webpage at libguides.uta.edu/APA. You can see an example of how to cite a journal article by going to References, Articles. We have the general format and also examples of what it should look like as a final citation. On this screen, I have examples of both of those: the general format for an article citation and the sample citation that's given to us on the screen. Let's compare that with the citation that the database gave me for this article. If I do a standard paste, I get this orange background, so I do want my paste option to be merge formatting. That will retain the italics that I need in the article title and volume number. Let's compare each section of the citation. First, I have the authors in last name, comma, space, first initial period, and if it's given, first initial period, space, second initial period, for up to 6 authors. Journals with more than 7 authors have a slightly different citation format, which you can also see an example of. Next is the year in parentheses. Both of those are correct. Next is the section that most likely will have an error in it. Notice that in the sample, the article title is given in sentence case. It is capitalized as if this was a sentence. So the first word of the title, the first word of a subtitle, and any proper nouns would still be capitalized. So I need to come to this citation and correct that. Next, I have the title of the journal in italics, a comma, the volume number in italics, the issue number, the page range, and the DOI. DOI, or Digital Object Identifier, is essentially a fast way of finding a journal article when it's been published online. Let's take a look at a couple of examples of articles that I got from a database that are not given a DOI and see what we need to do in those situations. This article does not provide a DOI. The steps that I take to find the DOI are to check the first page of the journal article. Very often, a DOI will be given on the first page of an article. You may also check the detailed record page to see if a DOI is given here. This article is missing the DOI on the detailed record page and in the PDF of the article. My next step is to go to Crossref. Crossref assigns DOIs, so if a DOI exists, I will often be able to find it by searching for the article title here. I can see the full DOI here, and I can also copy the DOI from this page. I'll add that to the end of the citation. Now I need to go through and proofread the citation that was given and the DOI. I see that the authors looked correct. However, I noticed that this is in caps lock. A shortcut for fixing the case is to go into your style ribbon and select the Change Case button and select Sentence Case. Sometimes this doesn't work, but it is worth a shot. I'll go through and make sure that my proper noun is capitalized and my subtitle is capitalized. Now my article title is correct. For my journal title, I'll need to correct the capitalization. And finally, for DOI, I will need to right-click and select Remove Hyperlink. I also note that there is not a space in between the colon and the start of the DOI, so I need to delete that space. Occasionally, you will find an article that does not have a DOI on the journal article page or on the detailed record page, and also does not have a DOI given in Crossref. In this situation, you are expected to include the URL for the journal's web page, which we can find by doing a Google search. I'll take the name of the journal, and because pediatric nursing is a fairly common phrase, I'll also take the ISSN and search both. I'll find the web page for the home of the journal and include this on the end of my citation. Once more, we'll go through and double check for corrections. My last step will be to highlight my citation page and put everything double-spaced with a hanging indent. I'll also alphabetize my list based on the first listed author's last name.